What's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you for an ML Sports Take here on a Tuesday at Rosie's Corner. Starting to rotate some days with the fall and winter coming up, of course, here at Rosie's. The comfort food is only a couple of weeks away. Your Meatloaf Monday, your Turkey Slop Tuesday, Chicken and Biscuit Wednesday, fish on Thursday and Friday, highlighted by the major Fish Friday day with the mac and cheese, coleslaw, and french fries to go with it. Make sure you stop by here to Rosie's Corner. Menus are here. You can grab a lot of stuff, too, for the healthier side. The Chef and Julian salads. You get the grilled chicken sandwich as well. Pizza wing combos. Try the meatball bomber. You can get it all here at Rosie's Corner. Tell you what, the pastrami on rye as well. The pastrami Reuben is a sneaky sandwich here at Rosie's. Major League Baseball. Who wants it is the question mark, right? We've done this all year. Not all year, but really since the first couple months of the season. We have. I mean, I recall like April, May being so long ago. It's how long the season is. But really since mid-June, mid to late June, you had Phillies, Dodgers, Yankees, Orioles kind of up here, and then they took a little bit of a dive. And we've seen the last 2 months, the Yankees want the AL East and the Orioles want it. And then they win in the same nights and they lose on the same nights. And so it's been a tug-of-war back and forth. Nobody can distance themselves. I hear Oriole fans, oh my gosh, I can't believe the Yankees haven't run away with it. Did you see Clay Holmes try to close games? Did you see Clay Holmes up against the inferior teams? Did you see the Yankees against the Reds where they got swept and didn't have a lead? Did you see him against the White Sox, the Tigers, the Red Sox? Did you see him against those inferior teams? Did you see him lose the series against the Washington Nationals? I mean, this stuff's been going on the entire season, and the same can be said for the Orioles. Both teams have had their respective injuries. The Orioles have gotten torched in the pitching rotation, and this is just how it's gone. The Dodgers, we thought, were world beaters, win the division by 5 to 8 games. Oops. Pitching rotation injuries. Betts was out for a while. Now they're starting to get some guys back, but Clayton Kershaw's working with a special shoe from Skechers with the left big toe to try to get his reps in and throw, but time is against him as we're getting into mid-September and being ready for the postseason. Is Yamamoto even going to be a factor? We know the lineup is great. Betts seems like he's hitting a home run every night. Ohtani's a stud. Freeman's a stud. They're getting a little bit more length back in that lineup. But again, how much better are they than even the Cubs, who beat them 10-4 last night, or the Padres and Diamondbacks in their own division? The Phillies, I still think the Phillies are the best team in baseball. I've said that for a long time. Now, how much of a gap is there? I think it's a lot shorter than it was, but I do think they're far better than the Braves. I think when you put them in a 7-game scenario, you go Ace Nola, Ace Wheeler, formidable Sanchez, formidable Suarez, right? I mean, Sanchez pitches a great game last night against Tampa, and the Mets are humming right now. I think that look, they're going to fight to get in the playoffs, but once they get in, it could be anybody's ball game yet again. As much as it is about starting pitching and structure and being built the right way, there is the crapshoot element. See Diamondbacks, see Phillies the last 2 years going to the postseason after being just above average for the regular season. You go to the NL Central, I mean, what really is special there? The Brewers have come back quite a bit. The Cubs have been hot recently, but does anybody really put their money down on that pitching staff and bullpen to get them to the World Series? I love Ian Happ. I love Bellinger. I love Suzuki. I love the way Dansby Swanson plays, and he brings that culture from the Braves over as well. But again, they're all in the same bucket right now. O's have come back. Yanks have come back. Dodgers have come back. The Phillies, I still think, are the best team. The Astros, I thought, were a pretty good team. They were coming on. I still think the AL is going to go through Houston. They've been to 7 straight ALCSs, and they're a team that knows how to get there. Altuve, Alvarez, and company. But they're dinged in the starting pitching as well, and their bullpen can be had. So every team has not just one hole, even 2. I mean, there's maybe 3 or 4 holes across the board. I still wonder about the Yankees in a 7-game series with consistent starting pitching. Now they're using the closer by committee, but they do have arms coming back in the pen. Hamilton closed it out last night. That should have been done at the worst case scenario. That decision should have been made a month plus ago by Aaron Boone and Cashman, the analytic morons in the Yankee front office as well. When you look at that Clay Holmes situation, at the very least, they should have gone bullpen by committee, should have gone out and gotten a closer at least, and maybe even a middle relief guy at the deadline. They did not do that. A bunch of guys went elsewhere, but you take a look at this, at least they made the decision to go by committee. Hey, tonight's tonight. Let's look at matchups. What are we up by? What did we do last night? Okay, tonight's Weaver. Tomorrow's Hamilton. We're going to use Canley to set up and then into Weaver. We're going to use Weaver to set up somebody else. Maybe a starter goes 7 innings and you can get away with not using a lot of relievers. Unfortunately, Cole pitched a great game on Sunday and the Yankees didn't score any runs. I don't know. I just don't trust them with runners in scoring position still. Soto and Judge have cooled off a little bit the last couple of weeks. Now, Judge is still getting singles and doubles in these games. He hasn't homered in, I believe, 13 games now, but he's still for average with guys on base hitting. The question is, can he do it in October? He's given us splashes, but the sustainability hasn't been there. The Yankees need Judge, they need Soto, and a couple other guys in the playoffs if they're going to get to a World Series to hit with runners in scoring position. We've seen that act before. Get a bunch of guys on early, can't get the big hits. We know LeMahieu and Torres and Stanton and Rizzo. You can't count on these guys. I swear to you right now, after Juan Soto, the guy I count on the most is Austin Wells. Not right now, but looking at the crystal ball for the playoffs, even over Aaron Judge, because he's a guy who could go in there and say, whatever, I got nothing to lose. Everybody's going to expect everything out of Judge and Soto. He's hitting cleanup right now, and he's vying for Rookie of the Year. So all these teams are in a bunch. They're all bundled up. Baskets, there's a basket here of former title contenders. Now they're back a little bit. There's a basket over here of dangerous wild card teams. There's a basket with the Phillies alone in there, but I don't know how far up above everybody else they are. I love their lineup. They're complete. They got starting pitching and bullpen. Bryce Harper's a stud. He's not afraid of the big stage. You got to face Castellanos and Real Muto and Harper and Schwarber. All those guys know how to hit when it matters the most in the postseason. So the question is, who wants it? We got a few weeks to find our answer. Mike Lindsley with you here from Rosie's Corner. It's pizza, it's wings, it's pastrami, Reubens, and a heck of a lot more. Grab the chef and Julian salads on the healthier side as well. Don't forget to get your lunch catered by Rosie's. Fish Friday coming up in a couple of days as well. It's all happening here at Rosie's Corner. The sneaky sandwiches, man. Meatball bomber, the chicken parm, the pastrami Reuben, it's all here. Try the Gold Fever wings, garlic parm as well. Sheet pizzas for your bigger parties as well. Football Saturdays, order all day from Rosie's Corner. It is a proud Platter sponsor. Route 11 in front of the Brewerton Bridge. Rosie's Corner is a proud sponsor of the ML Sports Platter. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.